Group 1 Automotive reported stronger than expected results this morning. The auto dealership chain earned $10.04 a share. That easily topped expectations of $9.08. Revenue increased nearly 24% over the prior year to $5.55 billion. Joining us with more on auto sales and the overall industry, Group 1 Automotive President and CEO Daryl Kenningham. Daryl, it's great to have you on. Obviously, your results confirm that it was a very strong finish to the year for auto sales. What do things look like right now? I mean, does it actually have some legs, this trend, or did we see a burst at the end of the year after the election that's going to dissipate?
Well, I feel like we're going to see a pretty good 2025. All the forecasts for the SAAR are going to eclipse 16.5 million, some as high as 17 million when the trailing 12 months or so is around 16. So we feel like there's some good growth still there. The margins are healthy. Inventories are in good shape, and feels like the consumer is holding up. And so our OEM partners are also, I think, reacting extremely well to a lot of uncertainty, whether it be political or market, and doing a great job. And I think that's one of the reasons that everybody's seeing really good sales these days.
I did note that in terms of what customers are paying as a percentage of list price, it is on the lower side. Does that mean there's lots of incentives out there? And how does that play through to your results?
Yeah, I think there are some incentives out there, more than we've seen certainly in the last 2 years, and that's helping. And as a percentage of a customer's income, it's back down into historical levels. Whereas the 2 years prior, what we saw was it was a reach for some consumers, and during that period, inventories were very tight, so there was a more difficult decision for customers and also for retailers. But it's much more in balance these days, and we hope that's a good thing. Also, the used car business is critical to the new car business, and used car supply is very tight. So that's also an incentive, honestly, for retailing new cars. So we're all trying to source more used cars in our business these days.
Yeah, sure. That's been an issue, I guess, for some time. How are you thinking about the potential elimination of EV credits and tariffs and everything else that might kind of come in and complicate the supply-demand picture here? Just specifically yesterday, the market had a very adverse reaction to GM's earnings and guidance, which both seem positive, but a lot of questions about potential tariffs and the like.
Yeah, I think, there's so many different things going on right now in terms of changes to tariffs, changes to income tax rates, EV subsidies, potential interest rate changes, and how you factor that in as either an OEM or retailer. I think what you've got to focus on is being able to react quickly, and you've got to be able to serve customers in a way that hits home with them. And I think our OEM partners have done that. I think the retail community in the automotive industry has certainly done that, because we faced our fair share of challenges over the last 3 years, and I think reacted very quickly. I think we'll have to do the same thing over the next year with all of these the publicity around all the potential changes coming from Washington.
What are you seeing in terms of just customer preference at this point, in terms of, level of, kind of premium packages, EV hybrid, internal combustion, all those things? How are they set up? And also, I guess, how does your portfolio arranged for it?
Hybrid is still very strong and growing. EV is declining a bit. The good thing is the EV inventories are now in line with what seemingly demand is, but it's in the low single digits generally in most of the country. And but customers are still showing a preference for large trucks and SUVs in the United States. And so I think we're seeing balance, and in our company specifically, we have almost half of our mix is luxury mix, and then we're also very strong in Toyota and Lexus, and that really helps with hybrid, and really helps with on the luxury side. Those customers have a little more discretion in what they're buying these days.